was good because like our first album was mostly me, and like it came out on the internet, and then we got the band, and then the label re-released it. So it was like a really long release schedule. But now this one, like we recorded with the three of us, and it's songs we've been working on for a while and playing live. So it's like all this stuff that we've been doing, but haven't had like recorded evidence of it for like many months. So it's nice to finally get updated to like how we sound now.
I think just a natural part of the process of Yellow Ostrich becoming a live band entity was figuring out what we all sort of bring to the table. And I guess visually I'm the one in the band who most people are like, oh, there's new stuff. Because I actually in the live setup have this crazy setup with like a million things, like a lap steel and a keyboard and a bunch of horns that I really don't need, but are fun to play. But I mean, along the same lines, like Michael has a unique drum sound and unique drum setup, and he's really bringing his own musicality and own ideas to the both, the songwriting and the creative process and the performance process. And Alex, like, I think I can let him answer this, but like having us in the band has freed him up to really be, a guitar player and singer, and he's doing all these really cool things with his guitar now. So it's sort of just like, it's not only me coming in and saying like, I have a saxophone, let's put a saxophone on some songs. It's been more of a process of us sort of figuring out how we interact and how it comes together, and that sort of growing as an entity together.
Yeah, I started, I used to play a regular normal drum setup, and then I started just doing like a floor tom and snare thing when I first started playing with Alex. I think because a lot of this album that he had, the last album that he recorded himself, he had done just with like floor tom and like rim clicks and stuff for the drum parts. So when we were like working up playing those songs live, it just kind of made sense. But it also ends up being like kind of like forcing me to think of playing drums differently, because just like limiting what I can hit and kick and stuff, like kind of like forces me to think of new things to play, or different ways to play the things, which is like really fun to kind of like relearn the instrument and kind of like try to bring like different kind of things that I wouldn't have thought to do before, so it's just kind of fun.
We're Yellow Ostrich, and our new album is called Strange Land, and it comes out on March 6th, and you can see more at yellowostrich.com.